Good morning, everyone. We will finish our discussion on strings today and move on to the next topic after that. So, in the last class, we were discussing one program where we have to implement a string compare function without program. Since string comparison, implement string comparison without using built-in function, and we have seen the code. Roughly, I will summarize the logic of the code with some examples today. So when I execute string comparison, you know what is the behavior already. If both the strings are equal, exactly equal, it should give result as 0. If both strings are exactly equal, two strings are the input to the function or the input to the program. If both are equal, it should print 0. If first string should precede second string alphabetically, then the result is -1 and value less than 0, normally -1. If the second string precedes the first string, result is +1. A value normally value greater than 0, normally +1. Okay, this is the behavior. Exactly the same behavior we have implemented. So first string hello, second string is also hello. 0 is printed. Then first string hello, second string is hello. So in this case, we know that first characters are matching, second character is differing. So this is E, this is A. So alphabetically A should be coming before the E. Because of that, this whole string should be appearing alphabetically before the first string. In that case, the result should be +1. Result should be +1. Now, if this is hello and this is hello, now alphabetically this only should be coming first. Because of that, the result printed will be -1. Okay. Now two more scenarios. I'll hello and hello. In this case, alphabetically which should come first? See, the common characters, first 5 characters are exactly same, but the second string is longer than the first string. In that case, this should be appearing first. Alphabetically, this should precede the second string. So in that case also, the result should be -1. Okay. What if the other case? So here first string is longer. The common part is exactly matching, but the first string is having an additional character n. So in that case, this should be appearing alphabetically before the first string. So in that case, the result will be +1. Okay, these are the different scenarios actually. Okay. Now all these scenarios are handled in our program. Okay. And this we take both the inputs from the user and we enter into a loop. In this loop, what we are looking for is the common length part of both string. Suppose both strings are having two separate different lengths. Different lengths are there. The common part will be handled in the loop. So up to 5 characters. Since the shorter one is 5 characters, the common length part will be handled in the loop, and if the decision of which one should come first and which one should alphabetically come later, if that can be taken within this loop, we will conclude there only. We print the result and return. Okay, so what happens is, in the common part, if all the characters are matching, the decision cannot be taken in this loop, because here we are checking only for less than case as well as greater than case. That means if both the characters are equal, that is not handled. So if the decision can be taken, that means in the common part, if at least one character is differing, then only the decision will be made here. In this case, first we take h and h. H less than h is false. H greater than h is also false. That means our program will not cannot conclude which from the first character which string is going to appear first. So what we will do, we will increment the value of I. That means I will be incremented to 1, and we will take the second character. We have E and A. Second character from the first string, second character from the second string. Now it will become E less than A. E less than A is false. A actually alphabetically A comes before, right? So the ASCII value of A will be smaller than E, or ASCII value of E will be greater than A. So E less than A is false. So it will not enter here. But when it comes E greater than A, E greater than A is true. So what will happen is it will print 1. That means alphabetically this string should be appearing first, because in the common part there is a differing character. All other characters are matching in the common part, but there is a differing character here, A. Because of this A appearing in the second position, alphabetically the second string should be appearing before the first string. Because of that, we print 1 and come out of the program by return statement. Suppose if it is ulta, hello and hello day. In that case, what will happen? This condition will be true. Second character of the first string is A, and here it is E. This condition is A less than E. A less than E is true. Because of that, we will print -1. So the common part, comparing the common part is done in this loop. How it is made sure that only the common part is compared? This condition, we are checking for end of the first string, that is s1i not equal to 0 and s2i not is equal to /0. If both conditions are satisfied, that means if both strings are not over, then only we are going to execute it. If both strings are not over. Now in this case, suppose all the characters are matching, means the first string will be over first. That means this condition will be evaluated to false first. But the second string may not be over at that time, because second string is having more characters. So first I is equal to 0, we consider this 2. I is equal to 1, we consider this 2. I is equal to 2, we consider this 2. I is equal to 3, we consider this 2. I is equal to 4, we consider this 2. When I is equal to 5, for the first string /0 comes, so this will be evaluated to false. But this will not be evaluated to false, because I is equal to 5, there is a character D, it is not /0. Since this is false and false, logical and true will be false, because logical and both should be true, then only the final result will be true. Here this is false and this is true. False and true is false. So whenever one of the string is getting over or both the strings are getting over, we will come out of this loop. Both the strings are getting over, or at least one of the string is getting over. Here this is getting over. Because of this condition, we are coming out of this loop. So that way only common length part of the given two strings are compared in this loop. Now since all the common characters are all matching, the decision cannot be taken here. If there is a difference only, either first character is less than second character or first character is greater than second character, then only the decision can be made within this loop. Otherwise, it indicates that the common part is exactly matching. Here we are not looking for equal to. In this loop, we are not looking for equal to. Okay. So the common part comparison is done here. If at least one character is differing, the decision can be immediately made. We will stop the program by displaying the appropriate number output. Otherwise, we will go to the end. So if the decision is not made here, what is the implication of that? The common part is exactly same. Okay. because no differing character, common part is exactly same. One of the string got over, sometimes both the strings also will get over. We cannot say, it depends on the second string. Okay, in this example, assume that both strings are hello. The decision cannot be made here because there is no difference between any of the characters. So within the loop, we are not taking the decision. Now after that, what we are doing? Now what here happens is, when I is equal to 5, both the characters are /0. O then followed by /0. Both the characters, both the last characters S1I and S2I both will become /0, and this will be evaluated to false. Will come out of it. There we are checking if S1I equal to /0 and S2I equal to /0. That means if both are over, both the strings are over, that means they are of same length and all the both the strings are of same length and all the characters are matching. So in that case, the strings are equal. So we print /0. When the strings are equal, we print 0. Now if that is not the case, here both the strings are over. What if only first string is over? In this loop, processing of first string is only got over. In that case, what is the implication? How do we get to know that? Else if both the strings are over, we are done here. If both are not over, we are checking which one is over. Which one is over? If both are over, both are not over, that means one of them is over and one of them is not over. So we check whether the first one is over. S1I equal to /0. Here first one is over. S1I, I value equal to 5. At 5 we have /0. Since first one is over and second one is not over, we print -1 because first one should precede the second one. So if, else if, so two cases are covered here. Both are over. Here first one is over. What is the only case left? Second one is over. That means it is like this. First one is not over, but second one is over. In that case, what we have to print? This should be alphabetically coming first. So we print +1. In a nutshell, the common part is compared in the loop. If there is any differing character, decision is made here. But all the common part characters are, common length characters are matching. The decision cannot be made here. So once we are out of it, we will check if both the strings are over or not. Processing both the strings are over or not. If both are over, that means in the common part only, all the strings are processed, but decision could not be made. That means all the characters were matching. All the corresponding characters were matching. That means the strings are of equal length and all the characters are same. Corresponding characters are matching. That means the strings are equal. No difference between the strings. Here, if first one is over, that means common part is same, but first one is shorter than the second one. There are some additional characters for the second string. In that case, first string should be coming first. So -1 is the result. In this case, first one is not over, second one is over. So in that case, second string should be preceding the first string. So +1 is the result. So that is the conclusion, the logic of this program. That way, so is it clear to everybody how string comparison is achieved using without using built-in function string compare? Any question? If not, we will stop our discussion on strings.